So one of the pieces of text evidence that I was looking at, of course, I'm balancing these two documents right here where I'm going to do the writing and where I'm getting my evidence from is, it's the screen stuff right here. So what's going on? What's going on? Oh, this is the coin. Very early. This is page 48. And we're learning about the coin winking into sight and slipping out of sight. The guy's not even watching his own performance. And then the fingers did it all. And Steinbeck uses the words mechanically and precisely just to talk about how like skilled the guy is at this sleight of hand coin trick. But it's this piece right here in green. He's doing the coin trick, and as he hears the tramp of feet of the approaching crowd, you know, like there's a lot of people, like a whole parade of people have come to see Keno and want to sell this pearl. The fingers of his right hand, they start working faster and faster. And for me, it just feels like it's a sign of his anxiety or his nervousness or his understanding of how big of a deal this is going to be. And he's got to get it right. If the pearl were truly as worthless as he's claiming, why would he be so, and I wrote down here in the margin, nervous or anxious? So for me, I'm just going to copy a chunk of this. I don't know how much I'm going to use, but if I'm going to borrow it word for word from the book, then I'm just going to copy it right now because I'm probably going to use most of it later. So as I'm heading into my first piece of text evidence, the word when for what do I need? A lead-in, right? Because I got a transition to begin with. I need a lead-in. Like what's been happening in the context of the coin moving faster and faster over his knuckles. So when the pearl buyer is in his office before Keno and Juana come to sell their pearl, the buyer is practicing a sleight of hand coin trick. When he hears, then I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use, here it is. I think I'm just going to use this idea of faster and faster, and then I'm just going to use some of this other highlighted stuff as still part of my lead-in. When he hears the approaching crowd, let's see what I have so far. I got this transition to begin with. So I'm transitioning away from my topic sentence and into my first piece of text evidence. When is a pretty good sign that I'm writing a lead-in. When the pearl buyer is in his office before Keno and Juana come to sell their pearl, the buyer is practicing a sleight of hand coin trick. When he hears the approaching crowd coming along with Keno and Juana. Okay, so it's okay for a first time lead-in. I might fix it later, but I'm noting that these are some of Steinbeck's words. I'll get to that in a second. Steinbeck tells readers, I'm just going to borrow the fingers of his right hand worked faster and faster. And I believe I saw that was on page 48. I said that before. So in terms of, what do I have? Steinbeck tells readers is my attributive tag. I'm letting readers know whose words I've just borrowed. I didn't borrow all that I said I was going to borrow. In fact, I summarized some of it as part of my lead-in and then used the other chunk for actual text evidence. And now I got my citation. I think it was page 48. Let me just double check. Yeah, page 48. Now I have to analyze. I think I'm going to analyze this idea of faster and faster, like mimicking his heart rate or his nervousness, his anxiety. The use of the words faster and faster suggests that the pearl buyer's, I'm going to say the pearl buyer's heart rate might, I can't say for sure is increasing, but might be increasing, meaning that he's growing more and more anxious or nervous about this upcoming deal with Kino and Wana. The rumors of the pearl have reached the corners of the town, and it seems everyone is aware of how fine and rare and large the pearl is. I know there's a lot of writing, but I can always chop it down a little bit more later. Because of his nervousness, readers realize that Kino's pearl must be highly valuable. Despite the nonsense I don't know if I need all that. This is what I have for so far. My lead out explaining how or why what I just borrowed supports what I'm trying to prove. All in all, to begin with, when the pearl buyer is in his office before Kino and Wana come to sell their pearl, the buyer is practicing a sleight of hand coin trick. When he hears the approaching crowd coming along with Kino and Wana, Steinbeck tells readers, quote, "The fingers of his right hand worked faster and faster." The use of the words faster and faster suggests that the pearl buyer's heart rate might be increasing, meaning that he's growing more and more anxious or nervous about the upcoming deal with Kino and Wana. The rumors of the pearl have reached all the corners of the town, and it seems everyone is aware of how fine and rare and large the pearl is. Because of his nervousness, readers realize that Kino's pearl must be highly valuable. Despite what the pearl buyers say later. Done. How long did that take? I don't know. Felt like a long time, especially live on camera. But here are all the concepts you are being asked to show that you can use. And moreover, 3 times. What else can you rely on? Of course, there is the coin drop. Realizing that they had played too hard with Keno, one guy offers 1,500 in desperation right at the end. And of course, there's that moment where the buyer can't look away from the pearl. You know, what I just did was, it's a decent piece of text evidence, but certainly not some of the best that's out there. Anyway, that's what those concepts look like. This video will be posted at some point on Schoology as yet another example.